and welcome back to my site if you're watching directly from FaceTimeWithV.com, and my channel if you're watching from YouTube. This is my daughter for all of my friends and my followers on Instagram and Facebook. Y'all have seen Bailey, but for those who have not, this is my new child until I have real kids. I just finished shooting this look for you all. It is a Valentine's Day look. Get into it. What is a Valentine's Day look? So Valentine's Day is a day that you go out with your honey, your bae, your boo, whoever you date. And most of the time, guys don't really like a lot of makeup. You want to still look flirty, but not like overdoing. If you see my eyes really pop, my lipstick is pretty nude. I don't have on any glitter on my eyes. My eyeshadow still pops, but it's no glitter. Reason for that, glitter gets everywhere. After a nice day, you know, long night, you don't want to go home to your man with glitter because he ain't gonna like it the next day. It doesn't come off. Also, nude lips. Guys don't like a lot of color with lipstick. So you want to keep it pretty neutral, fun, flirty. The eyes you can definitely play up, but you don't want it to do anything too dark or gloomy because it's Valentine's Day. Y'all in love. Y'all ain't crying. Well, not today anyway. I hope not. So enough of that. We'll get into the video. Any questions, comments, concerns, y'all know the drill. Drop them down low. I will definitely get back to you all. Oh, before I get out of here and head to the video, I do have to introduce this logo. It's self-explanatory. You gotta grind, but you can't grind without praying. And then you can pray, but you gotta put the work in, so that goes with grinding. So yeah, you can check out his brand on Instagram at grindpray, and his name is How Miles. Shout out to the fam. Love y'all. Alright, so starting off, I like to prime my face first with everything. So I'm going to go right ahead into my Kate Somerville eye cream. I love this because it just moisturizes so nicely. Next, I'm going to lay my brows down using the Browvo conditioning primer from Benefit. Y'all, this has been a staple in my kit since it came out about 2 years ago. Love it. I like it better than the MAC brow gel, and I stood by that for so long. Let that dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using NYX Layin Low Paint Pot. Y'all, when I tell y'all this thing is my staple, I got a lot of staples. So this is one of them. Your eyeshadow does not move. It might still be on there the next day depending on how hard you slapped. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and just spread that all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going into my Makeup Forever contour palette using my color corrector in Peach. I believe the contour palette number I have is number 50. I love using color correctors because it allows me to use less concealer, and it allows my under eyes to look brighter when I go ahead and put my concealer on. Sometimes I don't even put concealer on. Next, this is my eyebrow process. I'm using just a eyeshadow today. Usually I use a pencil and an eyeshadow, and you want to wet that brush first so the color is very deep, and you can go ahead and spread it easily. Now I'm going to draw a line on my bottom part of my eyebrow. Get that tail. The tail is so important, y'all. And then I'm going to come in the front and just lightly apply that color. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. You see me going up and through the brow. Now, typically I'll go line at the bottom, line at the top, and then fill in. But when you're used to doing it, you just kind of go with the flow of things. Now, a spoolie and brushing through your brows is so important. Look at that. It's softer. So the spoolie, what that does is it allows you to spread that color through and not look so harsh. So if you're coloring your brows in and you're not using a spoolie, sis, I can only imagine how them brows look. Just take my advice, okay? Okay. So now on to the other brow. You see I went ahead and drew that bottom line. Now I went back in the front. Now on this brow, I kind of did follow my usual process. So now I'm drawing the line over top. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill that brow in. And just drag that color through. And you can clearly see the difference in the other eyebrow to the one that I'm doing. You can see that it's much softer. And that's because the spoolie hadn't even touched it yet. And here we go. Now, I love it because if your brows are too thick and you find that you're drawing them too thick, you can even comb the extra ink or color, I'm sorry, not ink, the color that you don't want off with the spoolie. That's a good thing about it too. So I'm going to go ahead and shape the brows up using my Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer Concealer. This is a very, very, very full coverage concealer. You do not need much at all. I probably, honestly, even had too much on while I was doing this step of my eyebrows. You can see it spreads very, very smoothly too. So I love it. Shout out to Low Nicely Lauren. She definitely put me onto this through her Instagram page about 2 years ago. So thank you, girl. And I'm just going to drag that color down from the eyebrow. Doing the same exact thing to the other one, just sped it up a little bit because you all saw me do that process. Bam. That's the brow. Now, I could go over top, which I am. You don't have to if you want a more natural brow. So, I'm going to take my BB cream. I like to use whatever color foundation or BB cream that I have for the top because I hate that halo look. And if I were to take that same shade of Kevyn Aucoin concealer that I use for the bottom, that's what I would have got, that halo. So, use your foundation. Don't listen to the Instagram makeup artist, y'all, please. Now I'm going into my Morphe palette. I believe this is 35C. I love it because you have some neutrals, you have some poppy colors. Right now I'm going to take this light nudie peach color and use it as my transition color in my crease. I'm applying that using my 224 brush from MAC. It's a fluffier brush, just your typical fluffy blending brush. So, and I'm going to drag that color back and forth in a windshield shape. I'm sorry, windshield motion. Now I'm going into All That Glitters from MAC. I love this. It's like a peachy gold color. Definitely gives the lid some pop. You can see that. I went ahead and wet my brush prior to putting it on my lid just so the color can be a little bit more vibrant. Whenever you wet your brush before using the color, that's what you're going to get. So I definitely wanted my eyes to pop, and that's what I did. So I'm going to take my clean blending brush now. This will be compared to a 227 brush from MAC. And I'm going to just blend that color softly in the crease. I did not go back into that eyeshadow. I do not have any more product on that brush. It's a clean brush. All I'm doing is smoothing that product out. Now I'm going to go with my pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this cranberry color that's on that same palette. So I don't use that same palette for 3 colors, y'all. It's a good investment. Now I'm taking this on my outer corner in like a V shape, and I'm just blending that upward through my crease. I don't want to blend it out too much. I want to more so just lay the color and then blend it out with another brush. There we go, my blending brush. Now I'm taking this, again, I didn't add any more color to the brush. I just took this to softly blend it out. I'm going to keep working that through and through. Blend, 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 blend. I don't tell y'all, I don't care if your arm's tired. Keep blending. And then you'll have a pretty eye. Now I'm going to go into my super skinny marker from NYX. Every girl's favorite drugstore line. And I'm going to go from the inside to the middle of my eye. Then I'm going to go from the outside to the middle of my eye. You cannot make a straight line just going all the way across your eye, y'all. Your eye is curved. It needs that curve. Now, I'm going to go use my BB cream for my coverage. Y'all, I'm in the house. This is for y'all. I ain't going nowhere, so we're going to do some light coverage. Now, I can understand if you want more coverage because it is Valentine's Day, so feel free to use a medium to full coverage foundation, whatever you prefer. So clearly, I had some disturbance in my video. She likes to bite my materials throughout, and she was biting my brush. What's wrong with her? Anyway, so moving right along back to the foundation, or the BB cream, I should say. Gonna go ahead and blend that all out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer Concealer again, using this flat brush, and I'm gonna lay this underneath my eye to go ahead and give me that pop. Now it looks like I use a lot of product, y'all, but the camera can fool you. I only went into the tube once to apply product on my brush, and I'm using that same swipe for both underneath my eyes and on the cheeks to define the contour. Now if you see here, this is the natural contour line where I have my brush. When I smile, boom, you see it, right? So you want to lay that concealer right there so it defines that contour even more. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Bam. See, when I smile, you'll see where my cheekbones come up at. I'll do a contour and a highlighting video for y'all one of these days. So I went ahead and wet my beauty blender, and I'm just going to go ahead and beat my face and blend that in. Think of the reason why you wet your beauty blender as like washing dishes with a dry sponge. You're not going to get too far. You're just kind of like swishing that dirt around. So in order to like really blend it out and have that smooth finish, wet the beauty blender. So now I'm going to go into my Benign Luxury Powder to set. I know everyone loves banana, but I love camel. It just works for my skin tone better, and I think I look a little bit warmer. I feel like banana makes me look a little bit too ashy. And I also compare this to the Sacha Buttercup color a little bit more so I like that. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and swipe off that setting powder. I don't know who I'm fooling, y'all. It's time for a re-up. But I'm going into Blunt. This is my favorite contour color from MAC. And I'm using my blush brush. So clearly you can see I still have some residue from the blush I've used previously. But that's fine because I'm going to use that same blush color in this look. And you'll see. And also it's defining my contour. So I'm not thrown off with that either. So just going to go around the cheeks, my jawline, the temples of my forehead. And I'm also going to go into that color for my nose contour using this Sigma brush that I have here. I don't have the number of this one, but I can list it for y'all below. Now I'm going to take this into the bridge of my nose. I will be honest, I kind of went a little heavy-handed on the palette, so I kind of had to tone down my nose contour a little bit by taking the brush that I used to apply my BB cream and just using the residue to cover that up. And it worked out well for me, so if y'all have that happen, it's an easy fix. Next, I'm going to use this blush. This is by Black Up, y'all. I love this brand. I stand by this brand. I am a stan for this brand. Check it out at Sephora. It's definitely worth the money. Definitely good for all of my melanin beauty queens. Love y'all. So, going into my Holy Grail highlighter, Gold Deposit from MAC. I'm taking my fan brush from Sephora and also just swiping that down my nose with my finger and then using my brush for my cheek. And I'm just lightly applying that, as you can see. Next, I'm going into my eyeliner by MAC. It is the Feline eyeliner. And I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. And I'm also going to take my pencil brush and go into this cranberry color on that same palette again and sweep that underneath that waterline. I'm going to smudge out that eyeliner and then mix it into that cranberry color so it kind of makes my eyes pop more so at the bottom. If you have small eyes, you may want to use white instead so they can make your eyes appear bigger. Now I'm going into my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Love, love, love. Full volume, full length, full everything. And I'm just going to sweep that on my bottom lash. I have a couple of top lashes left, y'all. Yeah, it's time for a lash refill, but we're not going to speak about that, okay? We're just going to let that be. So I'm not going to use the false mascara on my falsies. So I'm going into my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in dark and, or is it deep? Deep or dark, whatever. And I'm just going to spread that all over my face to set my face and let everything marry in together. Now I'm using the brown lip liner from NYX. And I'm going to blend that in. Now I'm taking, I believe this is Starlight lipstick from Urban Decay. and applying that, and then I'm going to use this gloss from Victoria's Secret and just blend that out with my finger. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray my face using the Smashbox primer water. Typically I would use the Makeup Forever setting spray, but I'm out, so use what you got, right? And here we are, popping. Yes, it's a nice pretty look, flirty, cool, but it's not too much. So y'all, let me know, tag me in your pictures if you use this look for your Valentine's Day ideas. Follow, let me know what you think. On my Instagram at FaceTime with V. Also, check out my YouTube page and give me 2 thumbs up. Refer your friends and let me know what you want to see in the future. Bye.